Yeah, j'attends. Yeah.
To formally start this session, I would like to cordially welcome all of you to this second day of eCamp Avengers SPM 2020. Avengers stand for Achieving Victory with English Teachers. So this is a first collaboration between the head of panel, English head of panel. So for those who have internet connection issues, some sort of difficulty when while engaging on this online discussion, you feel no worries because we have you backup. For this session too, I will be your moderator, Miss Atika binti Aznan, and with us we have Miss Madam Saliza binti Osman presenting her school, SMK SMA Sekolah Menengah Agama Setiu, and also the last but not least, we save the best for the last, is with us the most charming English teacher, our speaker, special speaker today, Mr. Yazid. Well, before I proceed to continue in introducing Mr. Yazid as our speaker today, I would like you to remind all of you that today's session is a very relaxed, laid back, not really formal. So kita akan gunakan dua bahasa sebab apa yang kita nak capai kat sini adalah awak faham apa yang kita kongsi. Awak dapat apa yang kita mahu isi dan awak akan dapat sesuatu yang bermakna lah. So don't be worried that we're going to use bilingual. Mr. Yazid, or known as Mr. Muhammad Yazid Fauzi bin Kamaruddin, he is an English teacher currently in his service at SMK Tinggi St. David, Bukit Baru, Malacca. He's actually a very prominent English teacher where he previously has his service in Terengganu, to be exact, it is in Kemaman. So he is a very well-known teacher for English debate, drama, if I'm not mistaken, and also his very active teachers who, if you go to his Instagram account, you will see how creative he is in his teaching. You can see he is one passionate teacher. He always be creative with costumes, with all sorts of drama, the magic that you can see on stage. He brings it lively into the class. Of all his costumes that were very known to many people, is that the one when he came to the class wearing a Chinese traditional costume, him being a wizard, and a lot more. I would love you to have him on your Instagram account because he has shared a lot of things there with his students. And with this today, I specifically invited him because he is one of the speakers that I have in mind who I think will help us to actually we'll talk about this skill, basically in grammar and vocabulary. He will help you in writing, especially because he have seen some of the sample of the work that I have collected based on your examination papers. So dia akan bantu awak lah dekat situ, and we are going to have hands-on activity. Okay, before we get started, let's have Mr. Wan Muhammad Farhaqi to bless the session of the day with recitation of doa. Are you there? Okay.
Dengar je.
Dengar.
Abi kita baca mula-mula. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wanshur alaina min khazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amin, amin. Thank you so much sedapnya bacaan doa awak. Saya sepatutnya baca doa dulu kan, baru kita introduce the speaker. Tapi cikgu awak excited sangat. Damn, like she straight away talk about the speaker and everything. Alright, so Alhamdulillah we have 40 people in here, 39 people in here. So with that, I hope you enjoy the session. Feel free to ask any question and let us know if you want to ask anything. Okay, before I forget, we have been collecting a series of students who are being active in every slot. So we have names based on the previous recording that we have names of students who are actively engaged in the discussion, angkat tangan, tanya soalan apa semua. Because at the end of the series, we are going to reward all of you guys with token of appreciation based on the active contribution, for the efforts. And we want to thank you. With that, I would like to cordially welcome Mr. Yazid to the session. The stage is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Nur Artika, for inviting me over to this place and to this event. I am forever thankful because of her invitation to come over here and then to share my knowledge with you. Okay, even though her words of compliment just now were a little bit humbling, at the same time it was a little bit impressive for you to hear. But I'm not really that great teacher, but I'm just still a new learner in this field. I would like to share to my students because I strongly believe in one thing. If you can enjoy, if you are happy with what you are doing, even though with your clients, that means your student, then you'll be happy with that as well. Thank you so much for such humbling words as well. Okay, to cut the chase, I think we are actually behind our schedule today because as expected, our session will be finished by around 5. So I tried to squeeze in here and there as best as possible I could. At the same time, if you do have any question, do not feel shy, do not feel embarrassed to switch on your microphone and then to say anything that you want to ask. So I have questions. Sir, can I ask something? Because today's session is quite relaxing, quite chill, not the stressful one. Because we would like to create a comfortable environment between me and you, between all those people around here, to have a good and fruitful session. Okay, so based on what your teacher has shared with me, I'm going to share with you my whole screen. So I hope you pay attention, since I strongly believe most of you are watching this from your smartphones, right? Okay, or maybe some of you are watching from your laptop. You can screenshot any slide that you find interesting. Okay, please do so, because this is what we teachers normally think, and then we think that the students need the most, especially our concern with SPM candidate this year. You do not have that very much exposure on how to engage and then to master the language and writing, especially, and even in speaking. So today we are going to guide you slowly, one by one, so that if there is anything you want to ask, please do so when I am presenting. So that will be helpful for you at the moment. Do not up until towards the end, because you won't remember. I might also forget. So please do help yourself as well. Okay. So I'm going to share with you my screen. Okay, can you see my screen now? Okay, good. Thank you. So basically, we are going to focus today is on grammar and vocabulary for Victory. So basically, this is just a welcoming session, welcoming slide for you. Okay, I prepared this. And then today we are going to focus on our English lesson. Before we start, diving in our topic, have you ever seen this kind of remark before? Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, C5, CA, O, L, and total 20. Do you recognize this? Yes or no? Do you recognize this or not?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, right. Okay, good. Thank you so much for your response. Okay, I know that you are batch form 5 who had not. Okay, so you probably have seen this when you were in form 3 during PT3. Am I right? Okay, good. So I just want to remind you, because I know your teacher have taught you this, but I just want to remind you, basically what you're going to do in form 5 for SPM equally the same like in PT3. But the one in SPM is much more much more longer, and then you have more words to put in, you have more parts that you need to answer. Basically, that will be it. But the same core, the same essential will be tested on students based on what you know from this C, CA, O, and L. What is that? What is that C, CA, O, and L? So this C, CO, and L are this. C stands for content. The first one that you can see in purple or pink color column, content. Okay. CE is what? CE is communicative achievement. Okay. O is organization and L is language. Okay. Basically, this is the technical part. Okay. Once, if you notice, for your writing exam paper, you have this kind of pictures coming from your teacher, giving you marks. Okay. Content 5 points, CA 5 points, organization 5 points, language is 5 points, and altogether it makes 20 points, right? And then you see these 5 points are equally the same, equally important, because it will total up and sum up as your final mark. And then you need to get 20 marks for each of your part 1, part 2, and part 3. This one. Can you see this one? Part 1, part 2, part 3. It means you need to answer 3 types of essay and your writing. So part 1 is first essay, part 2 is second essay, part 3 is third essay. So you have 3 essays altogether, and each of these essay you need to answer accordingly, and then these are the features that will be taken into account. Okay, what are those? C, CA, O, and L. Okay, each of these equally the same marks, 5 points. But today we are not going to touch everything, content or CA. We are going to touch only a few things that is that makes the entire writing or communication effective. That is the language part. That is the organization. What I would like to highlight you for these two, if you can see my cursor, I'm moving my cursor right now. You can see my cursor. Grammar and vocabulary is here. The one that your teacher wants me to focus on is here, grammar and vocabulary. But at the same time, organization is here. These two are also connected with grammar and vocabulary. If you can tackle these two column, actually you can as well tackle CA and content. But this is what we call a technical part. I don't want to burden you with this kind of thinking, but I want you to know what you need to do in order to improve the mark. Okay, what is grammar? What is vocab? What is connectors? What is cohesive devices? So today we are going to focus on that. Are you clear so far? Our focus today is on this grammar, vocab, and cohesive devices. Okay, cohesive devices equally the same with connectors because they are under the same topic, under the same category. So can I proceed now? Right, okay, our attention today is on grammar. What is grammar anyway? Okay, so student, if you want to screenshot later, if you want to screenshot any notes later, please do so once I say take down the notes. Okay, now we focus on grammar. What is grammar, sir? What is grammar, teacher? Okay, grammar is basically tata bahasa. Why tata bahasa grammar is very important in English? Because it shows you how you can string a sentence, how you can build a sentence perfectly. Okay, basically, I strongly believe in this. Okay, saya percaya dengan perkara ini boleh menyebabkan ayat dalam bahasa Inggeris menjadi sempurna. Okay, first one that everyone should know, subject-verb agreement. What is that subject-verb agreement? second tenses, and third verbs. And this is normally problem among students when they are confusing themselves with these three. Okay, so today what we are going to do is we are going to look at this category one by one. I hope you will understand from this session. Okay, trust me, if you are here already, even though you have problem, even though you have things that you need to do right now, maybe you need to help your parents or your mom or your siblings at home, maybe you need to attend other class or whatsoever. But trust me, you are here because God wants you to be here, and there must be a blessing in disguise. Trust that. Okay, and I strongly believe I am here to share this with you because I know some of you here might have the what we call opportunity or the chance or to get your vision even clearer from what you have learned before. Okay, I'm not better than any of your teacher, but I'm here to share what we can in order to complement, melengkapkan what you have now so far. Okay, good. So what is subject verb agreement? So our first one that we are going to focus is subject verb agreement. Okay. So the first one is, what is subject verb agreement? Subject verb agreement is the one what if you have a sentence in English, every word must have subject and verb. Okay. Kalau dalam bahasa Inggeris ni secara ringkasnya, apa saja ayat awak nak sebut kena ada subjek, kena ada verb. Okay. Kadang-kadang tak perlukan subjek pun, tapi wajib kena ada verb. Contohnya I love, I like, I hate, I eat, I walk. I adalah subjek, verb dia adalah walk, hate, love, play. Itu adalah verb. Ada tak yang verb saja wujud tanpa subjek? Ada. Contohnya stop, listen. Contoh kan? Itu contohnya. So these are what is subject verb agreement. Okay, in English, it is known that you need to follow this agreement. Okay, dalam bahasa Inggeris awak kena percaya, awak kena faham apa saja ayat nak dibuat dalam bahasa Inggeris perlu wujudnya subjek dan verb. Sebab ini adalah perjanjian. Ini adalah persetujuan dalam bahasa. Dia have of thought, subject and verb must exist. Okay, in any words, in any sentence you want to create. But this is different from our language, our mother tongue, bahasa Melayu, even bahasa Terengganu. You can even say without verb. Verb is kata kerja, subjek adalah subjek. Okay, good. So I want to show you this one. What is subject verb agreement? Okay, for my classroom, normally for my own classroom, I will force my student. Saya akan memaksa pelajar saya to draw this table. I need them to remember this basic timetable. Why? Because this is the basic for any English sentence building. Nak buat ayat dalam BI, kena faham konsep ini. And then if you can see here, we have subject, we have verb agreement. So this is where the deals, the agreements are made. Inilah di mana perjanjian itu dipersetujui antara subjek dan juga verb. Dan verb pula ada 3 kolom, 3 kategori. Simple, continuous and perfect. Okay, subjek pula ada 3 kategori juga. Okay, we have he, she, it, Ali. This is one person, okay, one unit. And a cat, one entity, a cat. Can you see that I'm underlining this one? Okay, and then I is in its group. I dalam kumpulan yang tersendiri, eksklusif. Dan satu lagi group adalah you, we, they, Ali and Abu, the cats. And this is has S to show the units more than one. Okay, normally I will ask my student to remember the subject verb agreement. When I say to my student SVA, the short form for subject verb agreement, they will remember this. Oh, SVA, then you need to remember this one. Can you see these 9 colors column in the middle? You can see these colors, right? Okay, these colors are quite random actually, but I just want to show you. If you want to use this color, for example, this orange color, this is the only thing that you need to use at one time. Awak hanya awak perlu gunakan satu warna pada satu masa saja. Can you combine all colors at one time? Can you? Cannot, right? So you need to use one color at one time. That's why I make this color quite colorful so that you remember only use one thing at one time. Saya bagi contoh analogi. Contohnya lah katalah baju inilah, baju orange adalah baju sekolah, baju pink ni adalah baju tidur. Okay. Kalau awak adalah Ali contohnya, adakah awak pakai baju tidur dan baju sekolah serentak? Tak kan? Tapi orang boleh pakai sebab dia orang gila. Yang penting untuk orang yang tak gila, untuk orang yang normal, dia pakai baju satu masa. Pakai baju sekolah, pakailah baju sekolah. Pakai baju tidur, pakai baju tidur. So you don't confuse yourself. You don't combine things at one time. You use it accordingly, according to its function. But never mind, kalau nak screenshot pun tak apa, sebab later saya akan tunjuk kat awak. Awak akan bosan tengok table yang sama berulang-ulang. But trust me, this will be helpful for you. Okay, so let's try to do this. What is subject verb agreement? So I give you one simple sentence for you to understand. Today I'm going to use only the word I love you. Okay, because this is the simplest one that everyone knows, and everyone. Please use the word I love you. Okay, please look at this table given to you. What is subject verb agreement? Subject plus verb and plus trots. Trot is the one that I created with my friends lah. What does it mean? The rest of the sentence. Awak tak akan jumpa perkataan ni dekat dalam buku rujukan ke dalam internet ke, tak jumpa. Ni memang saya buat sendiri. Trots. Because macam nak memudahkan pelajar-pelajar Malaysia ataupun budak-budak Melayu faham. The rest of the sentence. Okay, the rest of the sentence. Ini kita abaikan dulu sebab sekarang korang kena faham konsep subject verb ni. Okay, what is that? Subject and verb. I show you why they are very important. I love you. He is loving you. She has loved you. They love you. Can you see the pattern now? No matter what kind of word that you have in your essay or in your reading, you must have the verb there. Verb must be there, and then the subject could be changed. Okay, but the verb remain the same. Love, 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 love. Semua ni tentang mencintai. Tak ada benda berbeza pun. Kenapa saya nak gunakan verb yang sama? Sebab saya nak awak tengok perbezaan dia apabila berubah sifat, berubah fungsi. I want to show you where it is changing from its function and its time and its place. So let me show you. Okay, subject verb agreement. Okay, tenses. Similar. Macam sama je, betul ke? Sama. Look, this is tenses kan? Tenses, subject verb agreement. Tenses, subject verb agreement. Kenapa sama? Just salah buat slide. Okay, no. Kenapa sengaja saya buat sama? Kerana tak berkait rapat. Sebab itu pelajar mudah terkeliru. Macam baju sekolah dengan baju tidur tadi tu dalam satu almari yang sama. Bila bangun pagi lambat, mencapai je apa yang ada, pakai je lah apa yang boleh pakai. Rupa-rupanya pergi sekolah pakai baju tidur. Contoh. Okay, good. So what is tense? Before I go further, I just want to show you what is tense. Tense is about time, and time. I want you to remember one thing. When you are learning English language, English emphasizes on time. Bila kita belajar bahasa Inggeris ni menekankan tentang masa. They have the present, that is now. They have the future, masa depan. And they have the past, masa lampau, masa lalu. English, we have this past, present and future. So that's why you have present tense, past tense and future tense. Am I right? Can you understand me now? Okay, apa kaitannya dengan subject verb agreement tadi, sir? Kenapa? Apa dia punya perkaitan adalah dia menentukan masa. Okay, this determines the time that you want to use. Okay, for example, these tenses, can you see now? Okay, this one of the sample, this is the table I want to understand subject verb agreement, and it is the similar table that you can remember subject verb agreement. So, tak payah nak risau. Table yang sama. How to do this? Look at this one. Present tense. Masa sekarang. Okay, this one you can screenshot if you want to screenshot. While I'm explaining, you can screenshot. Okay, this one. Subject verb agreement. Seperti mana saya cakap tadi, kalau yang orang ini adalah baju sekolah, baju pink ni akan pakai serentak. You don't wear at one time. Macam tak ada hari lain nak pakai baju tidur. Macam tak ada hari lain nak pakai baju sekolah serentak kan. So you need to wear only one at one time. You do not to wear double. Okay?
Mr. Yazid, I was just now, you were breaking up. I think something to do with the examination pula tu. Something to do with the internet connection. Boleh tak you ulang sikit? You undur sikit.
Really? Which part did I miss? Which part? Which part I miss just now?
I lost you when you give the example.
Okay, this one.
And
This
then let's have them try to write some sentence for the whatever that you do now. So takut they will see. You faham ke tak setakat ni? Kita dah set ke
Faham.
berapa ni? Do you have any question? Can you please raise your hand if you understand? Faham ke tak? Teacher Ija faham? Oh, faham tak? Okay, Alhamdulillah. Alright, continue. Let's continue. Ada soalan, you terus chat. Chat kita, the chatbot tu ada. Okay, Mr. Yazid. Oh, ya Fatini, bagus. Thank you. Boleh turun tangan.
Kalau continue bagus, saya teruskan ya. Continue. Saya teruskan dengan present tense. Okay. Kalau awak ingat tadi saya cakap saja beragreement dalam bahasa, will use this everywhere. Whether it is one sentence, I even colored it accordingly. Orange cannot be used with pink or this green color together. You need to use once at one time. Awak kena gunakan sekali pada semasa, tak pakai serentak. Okay, sebab itulah saya minta pada saya hafal. Sebab tu sekarang kalau macam awak ni, saya minta awak untuk screenshot lah. Supaya awak boleh hafal bila-bila. Sebab tak susah pun. Kalau macam he, she, it, Ali, a cat, ni semua akan gunakan satu saja satu masa. Awak takkan guna serentak he, does, is, has, you. No, you just only use one. Okay, sama juga dengan I, do, am, have. Okay, you, we, they, Ali, and Abu, and the cats pun awak gunakan semua sekali saja dalam satu masa. Awak takkan guna secara serentak. Okay, is that clear so far? Can I move now? This is present tense. Next, okay, saya beri awak contoh. Ini awak boleh screenshot sambil-sambil saya terangkan. Okay, example for present tense. Okay, ini banyak pelajar-pelajar keliru. Saya nak awak tengok this sample, saya menggunakan ayat I love you lagi. Okay, dan saya hanya mengubah berdasarkan dia punya subjek dengan dia punya objek saja kalau perlu. Tapi awak tengok bagaimana ayat itu tak berubah dengan kata akarnya adalah love. For example, he does love you ataupun he loves you. Okay, this is simple present. Yes?
Saya Yazid, our friend here need email. Dia suruh, sir boleh tak repeat lagi sekali sekabur sebelum tu?
This one? Oh, I love you. Mana? This one?
Betul tak ni? Cikabur soalan benda.
Ya, saya tak nampak pun.
Sebenarnya saya nak tanya yang simple present tadi sebab lag tadi.
Oh, ini. Yang ni ke slide sebelum ni?
Slide yang lepas je.
Yang ni ke?
Yes sir. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, good. Simple present. Okay, kalau present saya bagi kepada 3 kolom kan. Ni agreement dia. Verb ni ada simple, continuous dan perfect. Simple, present, simple. Present, continuous, present, perfect. Okay. Bagaimana nak gunakan dia? Awak hanya gunakan satu-satu ini dalam satu-satu masa. Awak takkan gunakan dia secara macam mana khabar. Kita tak bolot nak guna semua sekali. Tak bolot nak guna belaka. Gunakan hok sesa je. Faham tak? Gunakan hok sesa je. Saya dah guna saya punya bahasa Terengganu ni. Tapi punya pelik sikit lah kan. Tak kisah. Yang penting awak faham. So macam contohnya he does, he is, he has. Awak hanya kena gunakan satu-satu kotak ini dalam satu masa. If you notice kan ada 3 kotak kan. Does, do.
Mr. Yazid, you tiba-tiba you punya screen jadi it was frozen.
Frozen ke? Oh my god.
Frozen. I tak dengar you cover benda tadi. Yang baru baca dalam like 2 minutes tak sampai? 2 minutes tak sampai.
Oh, okay. Kita cakap tadi ni kita takkan kita hanya gunakan satu kotak pada satu-satu masa saja. Kita tak akan gunakan serentak 2-3 kotak satu masa. He does, he is, he has. There is no such thing as he does, is, has. Gunakan satu saja satu-satu masa. Sebab tu ada 9 kotak ini. 9 kotak ini digunakan pada satu-satu masa saja. For example like this one yang saya tunjuk dekat sekarang kat awak ni, he, she, it, Ali and a cat ini, kotak ini hanya ada 3 option saja jawapan dia. Does, is ataupun has. Dia tak boleh digunakan secara serentak. Faham ke? Dan ketiga-tiga kolom ini merujuk kepada masa yang dinyatakan dalam tense tersebut. Ya? Sebab saya dah bagi tahu tadi dekat awal pada awal-awal, bahasa Inggeris adalah subjek. Bahasa Inggeris adalah bahasa yang menekankan tentang masa. Masa sekarang, present, masa akan datang, masa akan datang, future, dan masa lalu, iaitu past tense. Okay. So, kalau present tense ni awak kena ingat sikit lah. Dia punya kelainan itu ada does, is, has dengan do, am, have. Tapi tak susah untuk awak faham. Tak susah untuk awak ingat sebab, okay, can you notice the word does, is and has here? Does ada s di ujung. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alhamdulillah. Okay, sorry. So, contohnya awak nampak sini ada s kan? Does, ada s, is, ada s, has pun ada s. Kalau perasan ketiga-tiga kolom yang berwarna terang ini, semuanya merujuk kepada benda-benda singular. Sebab he, she, it semua adalah single unit ni. So, orang yang single saja kena dapat S. Orang yang single saja ada duit lebih. Does, is, has. Setahu kau pergi benda lain, does, has. Okay. Contohnya, cuma yang bawah ni adalah plural. Lebih dari satu unit Lebih dari satu. You. Kadang-kadang lebih dari satu atau satu. You, kiss, has lah. Kalau we, kami, they, kamu, alien, aku, more than one. The cats. Kucing lebih dari satu. So, when they are more than one, you don't give them S. They are not single anymore. So, do, are, and have. Cuma yang I ni saja, I ni keliru. Sebab I kan kadang-kadang dia broken, kadang-kadang dia in relationship. Sebab tu dia macam kejap do, kejap am, kejap have. Sebab tu dia asingkan kolom I ini untuk orang tak keliru. Faham ke? Faham kan? Kadang-kadang kena gunakan term-term macam ni baru korang faham. Gunakan ayat-ayat daripada Twitter, ayat daripada IG baru korang faham. Okay, good. So, saya nak datang dekat ni, example of present tense ni. Contohnya, if you look at simple present, okay, present simple, present continuous, present perfect. If you look here, present simple. Sometimes you may find the word like he does love you. He loves you. Saya gunakan masih lagi contoh I love you. Tapi saya ubah subjek kepada he. Sebab nak gunakan contoh he, she, it, Ali, and a cat tu kan. He does love you, he loves you. Okay, if you notice, these are in the similar column. So, these are in the similar box. You said just now, we cannot use these two at one time. Awak cakap tadi tak boleh gunakan dua-duanya serentak, does dengan love. Tapi ni kenapa pula boleh? Okay, dengar dulu anak-anak. Does love, okay. Does love dengan he love you untuk case present tense ini dikecualikan. But there is a different why it is used in such case. Okay. Kalau gunakan simple sentence yang biasa, he loves, ada S ni. He loves you. Kan ada S tadi saya cakap. Kalau kat sini kan ada S belaka. Does, is, has. Kan ada S belaka dekat hujung ayat dia. Okay. Sekarang ni saya highlightkan huruf S tu warna merah. He love you ni adalah simple sentence dalam present simple yang biasa. Tapi boleh tak pakai he does love you? Boleh pakai. Tapi maksud dia berbeza dengan maksud yang ini. He does love you dengan he love you maksud yang berbeza. He love you maksudnya adalah saya cintakan awak. Sorry, dia cintakan awak. Tapi he does love you, dia bukan sangat. Dia sebenarnya mencintai awak. Macam lebih pada penegasan. Bila dua verb itu digunakan serentak untuk kes semacam ini, maksud does ini adalah memberikan penekanan ataupun penegasan. Put more emphasis on the verb at the back. But make sure verb at the back must be in the root word. Faham ke sekarang? Saya tengah tunjuk cursor saya kat sini. Yang bentuk biasa adalah yang ini. He loves you. He loves you. Tapi yang ini orang jarang jumpa. He does love. Does ini bila digabungkan dengan love biasa ini tanpa S, dia menjadi lebih penekanan. Contohnya he love you. Ini contoh tau. Contoh saya beri dekat awak. Dan awak boleh gunakan ayat yang sama untuk she, a cat, the cats, they, you are. Sama juga awak jumpa macam ni. Okay. Lepas tu saya bezakan dengan warna-warna dia. Bagaimana pula dengan continuous? He is loving you. It is loving you. Okay. Remember you need to put ing at the back. Continuous ingat tadi ada is, ada am, ada are. We are loving you. Loving you. Loving you. Loving. Is loving. Am loving. Are loving. Bagaimana pula dengan perfect? Perfect ni adalah has loved you. It has loved you. I have loved you. We have loved you. Okay. If you look at the pattern at one time, at one go like this, you might remember, okay, this is simple. What is new? Okay. The new, once you want to compare between present, past and future. Yang berbeza bila awak nak beza antara past, present dengan future. Itu yang complicated sedikit. So, awak boleh screenshot slide ini untuk awak tengok nanti. Okay. Beza antara simple, continuous dan perfect. Saya nak awak ingat simple tu macam benda tu, maksud dia, simple ni kegunaan dia macam, benda tu macam general truth, general statement, ayat umum. He loves you. Maksudnya dia cintakan awak sekarang. Tapi kalau continuous, masa tengah bercakap tu, benda tu sedang berlaku. He is loving you. He is sleeping. He is talking. You are writing. You are watching. You are calling. Sedang berlaku masa tengah bercakap.
Sedang berlaku dan sedang bercakap. We miss that part, Mr. Yazid.
Sedang berlaku.
Macam you explain it so nicely, but then I lost you masa tengah-tengah you cakap ayat tu. Yang tadi faham dah, teacher. Alhamdulillah. Thank you, Nik.
Shall I continue? Okay, I continue. Saya nak ulang balik sekali lagi. Simple, continuous, perfect ni awak akan jumpa dalam ketiga-tiga masa. Past tense, present dan future. So, ketiga-tiga kolom ini awak akan jumpa dalam ketiga-tiga masa. Bermaksud tiga masa, present, perfect, present, past dan future. Awak akan darab lagi tiga. Past darab tiga, present darab tiga, future darab tiga. So, awak akan jumpa lagi pecahan tiga. Pecahan tiga tu benda yang sama je, simple, continuous, perfect. Sebab tu ada present simple, present continuous, present perfect. Nanti awak akan tengok past continuous, past perfect. Lepas tu awak akan jumpa lagi pula future simple, future continuous, future perfect. Benda yang sama je. Tapi sekarang ni apa yang saya nak minta awak tengok adalah saya nak awak faham penjelasan masa. Contohlah, katalah masa itu macam bola, macam titik, awak tengok simple. Kalau simple, masa itu present simple, sekarang, masa tu tengah berpusing. Simple. Katalah bola je kan. Masa tengah berpusing. Simple. Benda tu macam general truth. Kipas. Contoh macam kipas dekat kepala awak tu. Kipas tak bergerak kan. Dia pusing di situ. Simple. Simple. Maksudnya benda tu berlaku macam tu je. Tapi kalau continuous, masa sedang awak bayangkan bola, masa awak sedang bercakap, benda tu sedang berlaku dekat exact point tu. Sebab tu kena ada ing. Exact point tu. Tengah berlaku. Sedang berlaku masa tengah bercakap. He is loving you. He is killing you. He is sleeping. He is talking. He is walking. He is apa sajalah yang gunakan. Manakala perfect. Perfect pula bayangkan titik tu, saya kata bola tu. Perfect tu dia ada perhubungan antara masa sekarang dengan masa akan datang. He has loved you. Benda tu wujud dan benda tu masih wujud lagi sekarang. Benda tu wujud sekarang dan benda tu wujud masa akan datang. Perfect. Perfect ni dia ada kira dia macam ada pergerakan masa satu point ke satu point, A ke B. Perfect. Sebab tu panggil perfect. Continuous, masa tu saja. Maka simple dia berpusing. If you can visualize this with me, so I want you to understand that. Okay, this is present. Ni baru present tau, banyak lagi nak explain ni. So saya nak masuk lepas ni dengan past tense. Past tense ni benda yang student suka sekali. Manusia suka, bukan student sajalah. The one that many students and many people love the most. Kenapa? Cuba teka kenapa manusia suka dengan past tense. Okay, kalau tengok secara teknikalnya, tengok secara teknikal ini masih lagi menggunakan subject verb agreement yang sama. Tapi yang berbeza, kotak 9 di tengah ini yang berbeza. If you notice, did, was, were, had. Bermaksud, kalau awak gunakan past tense, sangat simple. Semua did, semua had. Yang berbeza cuma adalah was dengan were saja. Betul tak? Kerana kesenangan inilah, because of this simplicity, many people love past tense. Technically speaking lah. Technically speaking, why human love past tense? Because it is technically speaking simple. But second important reason why human love past tense, because human cannot move on from their past. Sebab manusia tak boleh move on daripada masa lalunya. Betul tak? Tak percaya tengok Twitter, tengok IG, tengok TikTok, semua caption in the past tense. Betul? Tak payah tengok orang lain, tengok awak punya caption sendiri kat Twitter ataupun awak punya IG ataupun awak punya TikTok. Semuanya dalam bentuk past tense. As a good last hari raya, #throwback. Semua benda dalam bentuk past tense kan? When I was a kid, when I was form 1, when I was in school. Semua benda-benda lepas. They were good friends before. I was with him before. Semua dalam bentuk past tense. Itu adalah hakikat yang manusia suka dengan masa lalu. Sebab we remember things in the past. We don't talk much about present. So that's why in English, sebab tu kalau orang dia suka cerita pasal masa-masa lalu, dia suka cerita pasal past tense. Benda yang dah berlaku. Tapi dalam past tense saya cakap tadi kan, setiap masa ada pembahagian 3 masa kan. Simple, continuous dan perfect. So you look here. Kotak yang sama macam tadi, awak boleh screenshot kalau saya terlupa awak screenshot je. Kotak yang sama macam tadi, tapi awak tengok perbezaan dia kat sini. Kalau tadi dekat sini, he does love you kan. Ini, he did love you. Simple, continuous and perfect. Saya nak explain pasal masa. Simple ni adalah masa, kalau masa past tense tu, dia cokoh gitu je. Dia tak gerak mana pun. General statement. Kalau continuous, masa benda tu berlaku pada masa lepas sedang berlaku. Contohnya, I called you yesterday and your mom said you were sleeping. Awak sedang tidur. Aku call kau semalam, kau sedang tidur masa itu. Contohnya, pada tahun 1957, Tunku Abdul Rahman sedang berdiri di atas pentas untuk melawankan kemerdekaan. Sedang berlaku pada masa lepas, bukan sekarang. Sebab itu dia panggil past tense. Sebab tu in English dia ada 3 masa ni. Present, past and future. Tapi dalam setiap masa ni pula dia bagi lagi 3. He did love you. She loved you. Okay, kalau macam tadi kalau present tadi untuk present tense, he does love you, benda tu sedang berlaku sekarang. Tapi kalau macam he did love you tu, berkemungkinan orang tu mencintai dia pada masa lalu saja. Sekarang mungkin orang tu dah mati. Ataupun orang tu dah break up dengan orang tu. Contoh. Sebab tu beza tau in English, past tense dan present tense ni. Kalau macam he was loving you, continuous ni, dia adalah bukti pada masa itu saja. Benda dah habis. Bagaimana pula dengan perfect okay, perfect tense. Perfect tense ni dia ada point daripada masa lalu kepada masa sekarang. Dan benda tu dah habis pun. He had loved you. Dia pernah mencintai engkau. Dia pernah. Sekarang taklah. Sebab pernah. Bila, contoh saya bagi masa perfect, sekarang tahun 2021 awak dah form 5. Dia mencintai awak daripada form 1 sampai form 4. Form 4 dah putus. Itu maksudnya he had loved you. Tapi kalau katalah masih mencintai sampai sekarang 2006 pula. Katalah sampai form 5, awak patut gunakan he has loved you. Kalau sampai sekarang masih lagi bercinta, bermaksud benda tu masih lagi berlaku, tak boleh guna had. Had tu benda dah habis. Has loved you. Saya selalu guna contoh dengan budak-budak saya macam ni lah. Contohnya macam she has loved you dengan she had loved you. She has loved you bermaksud awak masih lagi bercinta dengan dia. Tapi kalau she had loved you, maksudnya awak dah putus. Ataupun dia dah mati. Ataupun salah seorang dah mati. Bunyi macam kasar kan? Tapi itu kenyataan dia. Soalnya benda-benda macam ni pelajar lebih ingat tau. Sebab tu saya gunakan contoh I love you tu. Saya tak elak pun daripada penggunaan lain. Saya bagi contoh lain. Tapi saya tahu macam mana I love you tu, ayat tu macam boleh diubah kepada banyak masa dan banyak benda yang sama. Contoh, okay. Cuma awak nampak kat simple ni, he did love you ataupun he love you ni, he love you yang bawah ni, awak nampak tak kesel saya ni? He love you ni maksudnya dia simple. Past tense. Tapi he did you, dia sama juga kalau boleh gunakan. Is that case? Yes. No? Can I move now? Can I move on? Tu, tanya move on pun tak boleh. I move. Yes. Last but not least, future tense. Okay. Dalam saja agreement bersama-sama dengan tense, future.
We lost you, Mr. Yazid. Yazid, we lost you there. Can you please explain the future tense once again?
Kalau ikutkan dalam kolom dia, awak boleh screenshot tau apa tu slide. Will people love to talk about future? Sebab tak banyak manusia suka cerita pasal masa depan. Manusia suka cerita pasal masa-masa lalu. So that's why future tense is not commonly used. Sebab tu future tense jarang digunakan ataupun tak selalu digunakan. Yes, Atika.
We lost you the first time when you talk about the future tense. I hate the internet today. Allah Akbar. I lost you when you introduced future tense.
Okay, never
Like
mind.
in a moment.
No problem. I can repeat. Okay.
Oh,
So
boleh tak you repeat?
okay, good. Repeat. Okay, good. So, antara future tense, if you notice, will. If you look at the column, simple future tense, simple future, will do. Continuous, future continuous, will be, and future perfect, will have. If you notice, all of these columns are in the same word use. Tak ada beza pun, no different. Tetapi yang paling simple inilah ramai orang tak gunakan. Adakah sebab dia terlalu simple? Tidak. Tapi nak cakap sebenarnya manusia, people like us, human, we rarely talk about future. Kita jarang bercerita tentang masa depan. Kita lebih suka bercerita pasal masa lampau, banyak bercerita pasal masa lampau, banyak bercerita pasal masa sekarang, tapi kurang pasal planning masa depan. Right, we only have ambition, kita cuma ada cita-cita, tapi kita tak tahu cita-cita kita tu ke arah mana. I think this happens to all. It happens to human beings. We rarely talk about future. Even though it is very simple, even though this is the most simplest between all three tense, but this one is the one rarely used by human being. Ini paling kurang sekali digunakan oleh semua manusia. Tapi awak tengoklah macam mana ayat dia simple. Kerana simple sangat, awak boleh jawab dengan betul. Contohnya, he will love you. Okay, in BI, in English, tak ada tahu he will do love you, tak ada. Sebab tu saya cross untuk awak, he will do love you. No such thing as will do love you, no. So, please notice the one in blue. He will love you, it will love you, I will love you, we will love you. Okay, continuous. Korang pernah dengar bunyi azan tak? Okay, so, kalau continuous, he will be loving you. It will be loving you. I will be loving you. We will be loving you. Kalau perfect, I will have love you. Sorry, he will have love you. It will have love you. I will have love you. We will have love you. This is the future tense. Tapi untuk pengetahuan awak, sekurang-kurangnya awak kena master simple future lah. Sebab continuous dan perfect ni orang jarang pakai. Jarang pakai ataupun jarang gunakan dalam karangan. Melainkan awak betul-betul perlu. Sebab kenapa? Sebab future tense ini menceritakan tentang masa akan datang. Apa planning awak? Awak nak buat apa pada masa itu? Contohnya, you are talking about something that you will do in 30 years time. During that specific time, in 30 years time tu, what do you want to do at that moment? Masa tu baru boleh gunakan continuous. Masa tu baru boleh guna perfect. Contohnya, by the time when I am 50 years old, I will have retired from my job I am doing now. Contoh. Do you get me? Is that clear? Never mind, don't worry. Later, I will share this slideshow to your teacher so that your teacher can share this with you. Okay, but for now, please listen. Good. So now we are moving to verbs. Banyak gila tadi cerita pasal subject verb agreement, cakap pasal tenses. What is verb? Verb is the action words. Okay. Verbs adalah kata kerja, kata tindakan yang dilakukan oleh human, animals, animated object, and plants. Human. Any human. You, regardless of your race, regardless of your color, regardless of your religion, ethnicity, as long as you are considered human, you can use, you have a lot of verbs. Awak banyak kata kerja, kata tindakan. How about animals? There are also many animal action cannot be done by human. Banyak benda yang dilakukan oleh binatang yang tak boleh dilakukan oleh manusia. Contohnya, mengensot. Right. Mengensot. Bolehlah. Kita boleh mengensot nak tiru binatang. Ya. There are many things that animals do that we cannot do. The snakes slithers around. Okay, mengensot macam siput. Animated object. Animated object, for example, like cars. Macam kereta. Macam vehicle, macam kapal terbang. Kita boleh buat ke gaya-gaya kapal terbang contohnya. People cannot do, like fly, like float. Cannot. So that's why animated objects, verb, kata kerja and plants. Benda-benda yang dilakukan oleh tumbuh-tumbuhan yang tak dilakukan oleh manusia. For example, like perspirit. Perspirit manusia boleh bernafas. Apa contoh? Awak boleh fikir sendiri lah. Tapi awak fahamkan maksud saya. Tindakan yang dilakukan oleh benda-benda yang bergerak ni. Moving objects, including human, moving creatures. Okay? So, but if you notice a word at the pink below, but verb is closely related to tense. Tetapi verb yang kita nak belajar sekarang ni sangat rapat dengan tense. Yang kita belajar tadi ni yang panjang-panjang lebar ni, yang share ni semua. Sangat berkait rapat dengan tense. Verb berkait rapat dengan tense. Sebab verb yang saya pakai tadi adalah love. Cinta. Sayang, kasih. Saya kekalkan sebab saya tak nak awak keliru. Okay. Dan sebabkan itulah verb ini, sebab rapat dengan tense, dia terbagi pada dua. Regular and irregular. What is that regular and irregular? Regular dalam bahasa Melayu dia lazim. Biasa. Irregular, tak lazim ataupun tak biasa. Okay. Regular, biasa ataupun lazim. Irregular, tak lazim ataupun tak biasa. Kenapa lazim ataupun tak biasa? Kita tengok. Okay. Ini regular. Regular verbs. Okay. Regular verbs. Saya akan minta budak saya akan salin juga benda ni lah. Saya minta diorang tulis 3 kolom. Base word, past and past participle. Ini 3 kolom yang diorang kena ingat. Kenapa regular? If you look, for example, word given here, love, loved, love. Okay. Base word adalah perkataan, kata akar dia, love. Tanpa ada S, tanpa ada ing. Yes? Yes, Atika?
Sorry, I think I broke, I am break up tadi. My line. Okay, continue Yazid.
Okay, continue. Okay, good. So, kalau yang past, kalau untuk regular ni, awak tengok pattern ni. Kalau untuk kategori pattern untuk regular verbs, awak hanya perlu tambah D ataupun ED di hujung perkataan. Manakala untuk past participle ini kes khas yang mana awak kena tambah. Ayat ini, kolom ketiga ini hanya wujud selepas penggunaan perkataan has ataupun have ataupun had. Kolom ketiga ni. Kolom ketiga ni, nampak tak kolom ketiga yang warna grey ni, yang warna hijau ni? This one kan past, present kan, kolom ketiga ni kan guna has. Betul digunakan had kan? Okay. Kolom ketiga ini hanya boleh dipadankan dengan kolom ketiga ini saja. Ini saja kolom dia. Ini dia punya match. Tak boleh match dengan yang lain. Kolom ketiga ini saja. Contohnya saya bagi awak ayat sini Kenapa dia panggil regular verb? Sebab belakang dia hanya tambah D ataupun ED. Bergantung pada ayat. A door, a dot, a dot. Block, block, block. Decide, decided, decided. Cry, cried, cried. Played, played. Study, study, study. Kalau perasan kat sini yang saya colorkan merah untuk awak, I color the red in red for you. If you notice, kalau if the verb ended with consonant like this E, normally E lah. You only need to put D at the end. But if the word has no is ended with consonant like K, you will ED. D or ED. So macam decide, you just put D. Okay, how about cry? Cry. Okay, if you look, normally Y will be changed into I and then plus ED. But if you look, the letter before Y is consonant, you can change the Y into IED. Like this one, cry, cry, cry. But if the letter ended with Y, but the letter before Y is vowel, you need to remain the word Y. Don't change. Just put ED at the end. Faham tak ni? Sama juga macam study. Study. So, because the letter before Y is D, consonant. So, you put IED. Susah lah, macam mana nak ingat? Macam mana nak ingat? Awak kena sentiasa rajin membaca. Bila rajin membaca, awak akan jumpa perkataan ini biasa digunakan. Tapi kalau silap 1, 2 tu tak ada masalah sebenarnya. Yang penting awak tahu pattern macam mana nak buat ayat ni secara technical. This is regular words. Regular word tak susah sebab hanya tambah D ataupun ED saja. Regular. Biasanya, lazimnya, regular verbs. Is that clear? You can screenshot this one. Okay? You can screenshot. Okay, if you have screenshot, then we move next one. Ini irregular pula. Irregular ni apa? Irregular ni dia memang berubah sifat, ketiga-tiga kolom berubah sifat. Arise, arose, arisen. Sorry, arisen. Bring, brought, brought. Come, came, come. Drink, drink. Sorry, saya silap yang tengahnya. Drink, drank, drunk. This one, sepatutnya drank. Sorry. This one drank. D-R-A-N-K. Eat, ate, eaten. Go, went, gone. Read, read, read. Sing, sang, sung. Okay. Macam mana nak gunakan ayat ni, sir? Tak tahu macam nak pakai. Okay. Base word ni awak tak payah risaulah. Ini sebenarnya present tense. Present tense yang digabungkan dengan plural subject. Past ini adalah menggantikan ayat-ayat di tengah past tense. Tak semuanya menggunakan ed kan? Setengahnya menggantikan ed. So dia akan terus tukar ayat tu. Brought. Daripada brings, dia akan terus past tense kepada brought. Sama juga macam past participle. Yang past participle ini dia bergabung dengan has ataupun dengan had ataupun dengan have. Has arisen, have brought, had come, had drunk, had eaten, has read, has sung. Has plus past straight. Has plus with past participle. Has kena tambah dengan past participle. Okay. Tips untuk awak sekarang, awak boleh catat. Awak type irregular verb dalam Google. Kalau kelas saya ni, saya suruh salin daripada A sampai Z. Memang banyak. Bila awak biasakan untuk menyalin tanpa awak screenshot, awak akan lebih ingat berbanding apa yang awak screenshot. What we screenshot, we might forget, but what we write down, we remember. So that's why you remember much in your writing before than the one that you screenshot in your gallery. Awak tak ingat apa benda pun gambar dalam galeri, tapi awak ingat apa yang awak tulis. Apa yang awak type. Good. So today, I noticed this is many students' problem. That is passive voice. Ni extra lah for me. What is passive voice? Passive voice is when SVO become OVS. Apa tu? SVO OVS ni. SVO is subject, ingat subject, verb, O adalah object. Okay, so OVS tu adalah object, verb. Senang cerita as saja. Passive voice adalah apabila objek di depan, subjek di belakang. Kalau awak ingat dalam punya bahasa Melayu, apabila subjek dan predikat itu diubah tempatnya. Subjek di belakang dan objek di depan. Contoh ayat bahasa Melayu. Ali menendang bola. Ali subjek, menendang adalah kata kerja, bola adalah objek. Kalau passive dia menjadi bola ditendang oleh Ali. Betul? Contoh senang. Kan? Contoh yang senang untuk awak ingat. Oh, saya bagi contoh awak example. I love you. Okay, I love you ni adalah ayat aktif sebab subjek adalah di depan. I love you. Okay, I love you. Cuba awak tengok example saya berikan pada awak. I love you. I adalah subjek, love adalah verb, objek adalah you. Tapi apabila tukarkan kepada pasif, objek di depan, subjek di belakang. Awak nampak nak panah tu saya cross tu? So, objek di belakang, objek di depan kan you, by me. I jadi by me, you jadi you di depan. Tetapi awak perasan, dia punya verb akan berubah sifat juga. Love jadi are loved. Contohnya, saya bagi awak contoh macam ni lah. Kalau saya cakap, saya cintakan awak. I love you. So, dia punya pasif, adakah awak cinta saya? Awak dicintai saya? Cuba fikir. Lain maksud kan? I love you. Saya cintakan awak. Tapi adakah awak akan mencintai saya balik seperti mana saya cinta awak? Tak semestinya kan? Tak semestinya. I love you. So, you love me. Tapi ada setengah-setengah orang, contohnya awak suka crush awak, tapi crush awak belum tentu suka dekat awak. Betul tak? Awak suka je dengan orang tu, tapi tak semestinya orang suka awak balik, contohnya. Tapi Lee Min Ho tak kenal pun awak. Contohnya, awak suka je Taeyang, tapi Taeyang tak kenal pun awak siapa. Love you Taeyang, love you Big Bang, love you BTS, love you BS Army. Awak suka orang tu, tapi orang tu belum tentu suka awak balik. So kita panggil benda, saya nak kata benda tu perbezaan dari segi I love you and you love me. I love you dengan you love me bermaksud berbeza. So maksud yang betul adalah I love you and you are loved by me. Kita sekarang nak menukarkan daripada aktif kepada pasif, pasif kepada aktif. Is that clear for you so far? Never mind. We look at this table given to you. Apa ni so lagi complicated? Okay, screenshot. Sambil-sambil saya terangkan. Okay, sekarang ni, tadi yang korang belajar tadi, saya terangkan tadi tu semua dalam bentuk aktif. Sekarang ni, saya jadikan dia dalam bentuk pasif. Macam bentuk pasif tu, contohnya, kalau kita nak buat passive voice ni, selalunya, ayat dalam kurungan. Kalau pasal ayat semua dalam kurungan tu, di ujung, contohnya, he is loved by him. It is loved by him. I am loved by him. We are loved by him. Yang by him tu selalunya tak penting pun dalam passive voice. Dan tak disebut pun. He is loved. Dia dicintai. Okay. Ia dicintai. Saya dicintai. Kami dicintai. Yang ayat oleh siapa itu tak penting. Kerana selalunya dalam passive voice, predikat lebih penting daripada subjek. Contohnya, cuba tengok continuous. He is being loved. It is being loved. I am being loved. We are being loved. Okay. Ini adalah contoh yang mana? Oh God. Okay. Yang continuous tu bawah sekali tu saya lupa nak edit. Sorry Nak cakap dekat awak. Yang sebenarnya bila buat ayat pasif. Bila buat ayat passive voice. The dua pembuat ataupun subjek tak penting untuk dinyatakan. Selalunya passive voice ni kita gunakan dalam report, dalam tutorial, dalam resepi. Contohnya resepi awak gunakan. Contohnya kalau dalam bahasa Melayu gunakan air dimasukkan ke dalam kuali dan dihangatkan. Betul? Adakah awak menggunakan saya memasukkan air di dalam kuali dan saya menghangatkan air? Boleh je, betul je kedua-dua. Tapi yang saya itu penting ke untuk dimention? Takkan. Sebab itu yang paling penting dimension adalah perbuatan, tindakan. So passive voice ini selalunya digunakan untuk report, writing a report. Digunakan juga untuk recipe, tutorial. Digunakan untuk menceritakan tentang aktiviti lebih penting daripada orang yang bercerita. Sebab tu kita gunakan passive voice. Penting tak gunakan passive voice? Penting terutama untuk mempelbagaikan versi perkataan awak. Takkan awak cakap, saya cinta awak, saya rindu awak, saya benci, saya merindui awak, saya mengenangkan awak, saya teringatkan awak. Takkan nak gunakan itu saja-saja. Takkan nak gunakan ayat tu pacarah. So, awak kena ada kepelbagaian ayat. Contohnya, I love you. At the same time, I know you are being missed by me. So bila awak gunakan ayat itu pelbagai, awak campur adukkan, awak mencantikkan ayat, menjadikan awak punya karangan lebih menarik. Menjadikan awak punya pengucapan lebih menarik. Sama juga macam perfect. He has been loved. It has been loved. I have been loved. And we have been loved. So far so good? I hope you are good. Next. Sama juga macam past tense. Past tense untuk passive. He was loved by him. It was loved by him. I was loved by him. We were loved by him. Okay. Saya harap awak boleh screenshot sebab nanti benda ni sangat benda ni awak boleh buat comparison nanti bila awak menulis ni dalam buku awak. Okay. She was being loved by him. It was being loved by him. I was being loved by him. We were being loved by him. Yang bawah sekali tu yang continue tu silap saya betulkan sebelum saya share. Okay. He had been loved by him. It had been loved by him. I had been loved by him. And we had been loved by him. Dah screenshot saya harap faham. And future tense, tak nampak lah pula. Tak apa ke? Tak nampak ni. Tapi saya rasa nampak ke ujung-ujung tu, biar-biar tu. Tapi benda yang sama je sebenarnya nak cakap. Awak nampak tak yang saya hijaukan, saya birukan dan saya merahkan? Tu je sebenarnya dia punya perbezaan macam mana nak ganti-ganti ayat tu. So cadangan saya untuk awak semua sekiranya lepas ini awak nak buat latihan, awak cari passive voice exercise. Cari future tense exercise, simple tense, tenses exercise dalam internet ataupun daripada cikgu awak. Because this will be helpful for you if you want to improve your writing. So this is, I'm going to tell you, the biggest lie I tell myself is I don't need to write that down. I remember it. Any questions so far before we proceed to next slide? Ada soalan lagi tak nak tanya?
I'm here, sir.
Okay, no question eh. If no question, I want to move. I want to move to next slide. So next slide, please. Okay, good. So I'm moving to the next slide. I hope you remember eh. Okay, good. So now we move to the next slide. Okay, good. Vocabulary. Vocabulary. Okay, this one I need you to jot down. I need you to remember this. Vocabulary is when you want to use words to impress people. You don't use the word, for example, it is a good day. Good day tu untuk adik awak yang darjah 1 pun boleh pakai. Awak sebagai pelajar tingkatan 5 yang dah belajar sampai lebih kurang 11 tahun, kan? Patutnya gunakanlah vocab yang lebih mantap. Patutnya awak gunakan yang lebih hebat daripada adik darjah 1. Okay? Dan ini sebagai salah satu contoh lah. Saya rasa memang betul untuk semua orang. Posting on Facebook ataupun IG ataupun Twitter ataupun dalam TikTok, your caption must be perfect, right? Caption kena betul, tak boleh silap. Sebab nanti ada haters yang akan baca. Nanti ada orang DM, kau punya itu salah lah. Bukan macam tu. Mesti ada manusia-manusia yang rajin ini DM kawan kita tu bagi tahu, kau tahu tak ayat kau tu salah tadi bila kau teks aku? Kau tahu tak kau salah eja? Ada. Mesti ada manusia macam tu. Ataupun kita boleh tengok kan, nyeki yang tengok apa guana dia ni. Hak mu punya batin tu rosak ke? Aku boleh ngeje-ngeje gitu. But pernah tak awak terfikir bila buat karangan untuk kelas ataupun untuk exam ataupun untuk homework bagi dekat teacher, bagi dekat cikgu, awak check beberapa kali sebelum awak hantar betul-betul? Tak check kan? Yang penting siap hantar. Dapat markah berapa-berapa pun tak kisah. Yang penting aku siap hantar je. Malah lah aku dah check semula. Betul tak? Proofread status and times. Tapi untuk exam, untuk kita sendiri, untuk kita punya markah SPM kita tu, malah dah buat tu dah lah. Malah nak planning. And this is the attitude you should change. Okay, and your attitude is shared by all teenagers around the world. Bukan nak kata pelajar-pelajar Terengganu saja, bukan nak kata pelajar-pelajar Malaysia, tapi pelajar-pelajar remaja di seluruh dunia. Okay, pelajar remaja di seluruh dunia macam ni masalah diorang. Buat karangan dekat sekolah, tak nak check langsung. Tapi karangan dekat dalam Facebook, Twitter, IG, Blogspot, TikTok, semua, dia akan ubah, edit berkali-kali sebelum upload. And that is also the reason why many students do not want to upload their pictures or caption in their social media account. For example, like Instagram or TikTok. They have account, but they don't have pictures. They don't have any words to share. Because they are so insecure. Nak tunjuk muka, tak cukup filter. Nanti orang cakap kalau upload pun cakap lah muka filter. But who cares? That is your space, right? So feel free to express yourself, especially in writing. So that's why in order to improve this, you need to be able to master what you can improve. Awak kena belajar untuk memperbaiki apa awak boleh perbaiki. Contohnya kalau macam karangan, awak rasa karangan awak akan dikecam oleh kawan, pastikanlah awak betulkan karangan dia sebelum awak buat. Dan kenapa attitude tu hanya digunakan dalam social media tapi tak digunakan kat sekolah? Tepuk dada tanya diri sendiri. Okay, good. Vocabulary. How to improve teaching. I think this is basically my question answer to my teacher lah. Ini soalan saya juga masa saya tingkatan 5, saya tanya dekat cikgu saya. Dia kata tingkatan 5 kan, lagi beberapa bulan SPM masa tu. How to improve? Tahu tak cikgu saya jawab apa? Reading, Yazid. Reading. If you want to enrich your vocabulary, the only strategy is reading. Awak kena baca, Yazid. Saya tanya kat dia, teacher, what to read? Reading the book? Dia banyak saya. Read the book lah. Or newspapers if you find yourself lazy. Macam masa tu sedang macam malas nak baca. Sebab banyak subjek nak baca kan. Tapi, but teacher, has there any shortcut? Ada tak cara-cara ringkas untuk membaca? Untuk menguasai tata bahasa kan? Nak baca malas, nak baca belaka, nak baca buku. Mana buku? Buku tak ada sekarang. Malah nak baca buku, nak baca benda yang boleh memantapkan serta-merta dengan laju. Anak-anak muda sekarang kan cuma nak benda-benda laju. Tapi tak ada benda yang melajukan awak. Tapi saya boleh beritahu awak tentang shortcut. I can share with you shortcuts. What are the shortcuts? Okay. Shortcut is memorize the word that you have found. Shortcut ialah dengan menghafal perkataan yang baru jumpa. Perkataan tu awak suka dalam TikTok, perkataan tu awak suka dalam IG, perkataan tu awak suka dalam Twitter, hafal pakai. Sebab itu banyak pelajar dia hafal daripada nak bebel, nak Twitter, budak broken, apa lagi. Laman web ataupun page caption pasal broken hearted ni lah. Itu ingat quote tertentu. Contohnya apa saya ingat hari tu macam saya rasa kelakar lah. Saya rasa I find it very funny lah when student can remember quotes from IG, Twitter, TikTok from their friend status compared to themselves. Compared to the one that is very helpful for your education. So, nak menghafal benda-benda penting. Hafal Quran ke, hafal surah-surah hafazan ke, hafal ayat-ayat karangan ke, hafal peribahasa ke, hafal idioms ke, because that will help you to put in your brain, in your space, in your mind better rather than memorizing those words. What to help? Okay, what things that you need to memorize? Apakah perkataan-perkataan yang perlu hafal? Ini contohnya. Okay, this was made to help you widen your vocabulary, so you're not overusing words when you write something for school, write fan fiction or anything else. Ini adalah contoh-contoh perkataan yang boleh pakai sekiranya awak nak tulis dalam karangan. Synonym for sorrow, synonym for joy, synonym for fear, synonym for calm. Ini contoh sekilas lalu supaya awak faham. Contohnya, daripada awak sebut perkataan tu sorrow tu maksud sedih, awak boleh gunakan despair. It is a despair. It is a hardship for everyone. It is a grief. But awak boleh screenshot, nanti awak boleh tengok semula. Tapi semua perkataan ini ada maksud-maksud dia yang berbeza. Tapi dia dalam satu kategori yang sama. Kenapa saya cakap macam ni? Sebab saya tak nak awak keliru dengan perkataan-perkataan yang digunakan. Sebab saya dah pernah terpakai dan tersalah guna dan cikgu saya marah. Sebab maksud berbeza. Sorrow maksudnya berduka cita, sorrow. Sad maksudnya sedih. Berduka cita dan sedih maksud sama ke? Okay, seterusnya despair. Despair ni maksudnya macam berduka lara, despair. Hardship ni kesusahan. Agony ni maksudnya awak tengah struggle, tengah sedih, tengah serabut, tengah sumbak. Bahasa tengah sumbak perut macam tu. Tengah sumbak lagi pendek. Apa term Terengganu? Astagfirullah, dah lupa dah. Sumbak macam tu. Sumbak rezak. Yes. Sumbak rezak. Lepas tu macam nyekit kan berbeza maksud. Tapi dia masih lagi di bawah satu kategori yang sama. Okay. Sama juga macam joy. Joy maksudnya gembira. Tapi pleasure, merry, gay, rejoice adalah maksud berbeza-beza. Gay tu maksud dia adalah gembira. Ada maksud kedua, maksud ketiga. Setiap perkataan ada maksud yang berbeza-beza. Saya tak nak awak salah faham. Awak boleh gunakan perkataan itu sekiranya awak gunakan pada masa yang tepat lah. Ini contohnya, awak dah screenshot kan? So look at this one. Ini pun contoh juga yang bagus untuk awak ingat. Intensity of feeling, high, medium, mild. Macam main game. Kalau macam main game kan awak ada level beginner. Itu macam normal. Lepas tu ada expert. Lepas tu ada medium, expert. Lepas tu awak ada professional. Macam tu lah. So, sama juga macam happy, sad, angry and confused. Setiap ini ada kategori yang tersendiri. Macam saya cakap tadi lah, happy. Awak cakap happy. Contohnya awak cakap, I am happy today. Okay. Happy adalah maksudnya gembira. Tapi if you say I am elated. Elated maksudnya saya elated means bersyukur. Excited. Happy dengan excited, awak boleh bayangkan perbezaan dia kan. You can differentiate between excited and happy. Overjoyed. Overjoyed means you are very, very you are extremely happy. You are extremely excited, overjoyed. Contohnya awak nak sangat dapat result straight A. Awak dah harap awak dapat straight A lah, tak kisah pun berapa A pun. Tapi yang penting semua straight A. Tapi awak dapat straight A1. Straight A plus. So awak overjoyed lah. Maksudnya apa yang awak bayangkan, apa yang awak doakan, apa awak usahakan, awak melepasi benda tu dengan jayanya. Macam tu. Thrill. Thrill maksudnya awak happy. Thrill ni maksudnya happy macam naik roller coaster. Tahu naik roller coaster? Tahu roller coaster yang pusing-pusing tu? Awak naik roller coaster, awak rasa gembira. Tapi awak thrill. Macam, bestnya. Macam, awak excited. Awak happy. Awak macam-macam lah. Rasa tu macam tak keruan. Macam thrill lah. Thrill tu saya selalu bayangkan dengan naik roller coaster tu. Takut. Tapi happy. Suka sebab join dengan kawan-kawan, tahu benda tak akan jadi momen seumur hidup, tahu benda tak akan menjadi benda yang paling best, macam itulah. The same thing the same thing goes to all words here. Depressed, disappointed, alone, hurt, sad tu. Depressed maksudnya murung, disappointed maksudnya kecewa, alone maksudnya keseorangan, hurt maksudnya terluka, left out maksudnya disisihkan. So those words are having their own meaning and category. So you need to know which word that you are referring to. Okay? Untuk awak semua anak-anak, saya tak expect awak untuk menghafal semua. Tapi saya nak awak hafal perkataan-perkataan awak rasa sangat-sangat bermakna untuk awak. Contohnya kita ada 4 kolom kan. Happy, sad, angry and confused. Awak pilih 2 saja daripada setiap kotak. Happy tu pilih 2, exuberant dengan thrill. Lepas tu yang medium tu pilih cheerful dengan contented. Mat tu pilihlah pleasant dengan please. Awak pilih 2 ataupun 3. Tapi kalau boleh hafal semua sangat bagus sebab bila semakin banyak awak menghafal, semakin banyak perkataan awak boleh gunakan pada masa akan datang dalam karangan ataupun dalam pengucapan awak. Yes? Yeah?
Sir, I nak
Okay.
add sedikit
Silakan,
Teacher Ija here. Okay. I just want to say that macam betul lah macam Sir katakan, it's like okay, you choose ataupun pilih beberapa word maybe. Tapi yang penting is not just hafal but try to make sentences using the words. Kan, try dulu sekarang, bukan try masa exam. Kadang-kadang budak masa exam dia try sebab tu kadang-kadang tak tepat, penggunaan tu tak betul kan. Maksudnya sekarang lah masa nak try, masa tengah belajar ni. So you try buat and then tunjuk kat teacher dan teacher check betul ke boleh guna perkataan tu atau tidak. So bila dah biasa guna, then you boleh guna dalam exam sebab dah yakin betul cara penggunaan kan. Jadi gitulah. Nak beritahu bukan setakat hafal saja but try to make sentences using the words. Macam tadi kan, nak guna sorrow ke sad ke, masa ni boleh guna ke?
Setuju. Terima kasih Teacher Ija. Okay.
Perkataan ni sesuai ke tak ke?
Setuju sangat. Okay. Bila awak menghafal, make sure bila awak menghafal tu awak tak menghafal bodoh-bodoh tau. Awak menghafal, awak gunakan sekali dalam konteks. Contohnya kalau perasan dekat set ada heartbroken, betul tak? Nampak tak heartbroken kat situ? Heartbroken ni kan banyak digunakan oleh pelajar. Contohnya, saya pernah tanya pelajar saya, masa tu tak tahu budak-budak perkata buat status, sebab ada student saya buat status. Hari ni JK. Saya tanyalah JK tu apa? Apa maksud JK? JK tu maksud dia jiwa kacau sebab student saya tu baru putus dengan the finger friend. Oh ya ke? Okay, lepas tu satu hari tu saya tengoklah orang lain buat status. Saya tanya dekat dia. Saya sedih lah sebab kucing saya baru hilang. Saya kata dekat dia, boleh tak saya buat JK untuk kucing hilang? Dia kata, tu tak sesuai je JK kucing hilang. Boleh tak kucing hilang kita buat JK? Jiwa kacau. Boleh tak kita buat jiwa kacau juga untuk exam kita fail? Boleh tak kita buat jiwa kacau bila kita kena marah dengan cikgu ataupun dengan mak ayah? Awak sendiri tahu tentang function ayat itu digunakan pada masa-masa tertentu. Awak tahu macam mana nak pakai. So, awak kena make sure ayat itu digunakan sesuai pada masanya. So, apa yang saya boleh sarankan untuk awak, if you know the word, you want to practice, you do not want to use it in your books or with your teacher, you can use it in your social media account. Gunalah heartbroken. I feel heartbroken today. Because I just clashed with my friend. I just lose someone. Crushed. Yang sad tu kan ada crush kan, C-R-U-S-H-E-D, crush. Maksudnya berkecai tau. Bayangkan berkecai tu macam pinggan kaca, awak hempas dekat lantai, macam tu. Beribu retaknya. Itu crush. I feel crushed when I know that he is no longer single. Contoh he's no longer single. Crushed. So, bila awak dah tahu perkataan itu, awak hafal, awak gunakan dalam ayat. Ayat simple je, tak payah guna ayat susah-susah. Contohnya awak gunakan, I am crushed because she is not single anymore. I am heartbroken forever for his loss. So, bila awak tahu penggunaan ayat itu, bila awak faham maksud dia dalam BM, sebab saya tahu awak menggunakan bahasa Melayu sebagai bahasa utama awak gunakan benda itu untuk mengingati awak. You know what? Our brain is like very rapidly changing from one language to another because they are thinking critically inside there. So, bila otak kita berfikir dengan sangat laju, kita akan ingat perkataan itu dengan serta-merta dengan cepat lah. Sebab tu sangat membantu bila awak boleh faham maksud dia. Contohnya heartbroken atau pakai ayat lain. Regret tu maksudnya menyesal. Contohlah. Okay. Now I move to the next one. Okay, this is some of this you can find this in internet, but you can actually, but you can screenshot this now. Happy, sad. There are many words to show one thing. So that's why you can see kalau orang tanya dekat awak, how do you feel today? I feel nice. I feel good. Kenapa nak gunakan nice? Kenapa nak gunakan good? Gunakan ayat lain. I feel amazing. I feel wonderful. I feel exuberant. I feel joy. I feel blessed. I feel thankful. Semua ayat yang sama maksud. Cuma awak menggunakan vocab yang lebih tinggi. Sejajar dengan usia tingkatan awak. Awak tingkatan 5 kan? So, you need to reach at least B1 or B2 level. Ini orang kata, this is what we call a student needs to meet this standard requirement in CFR SPM. So, bagi saya lah, awak tak perlu nak hafal semua. Saya pun tak tahu semua perkataan ini macam tu. Tapi awak pilih perkataan-perkataan yang awak suka, yang awak boleh pakai berkali-kali. Awak rasa perkataan bagus. Macam saya pakai ayat glad, elated. Macam kami teachers, we know all the word kan. We know all the words because we use the word in many occasions, in many places. But you, if you do not want to use it semua, gunalah. Sekarang awak pilih 2, pilih 3, pilih 10, pilih 5. Yang mana awak mampu menghafal. Hafal dan pakai. So that will be useful for you. So, screenshot already. Okay, we move next. Okay, this one afraid and shy. He's so timid. I thought he was introverted. So, screenshot this one. Breakdown. Now it's already 4:43. Okay, we have already quarter to 5. I hope I can make it this very quick. Okay, afraid, shy. Next, nervous and frustrated. Screenshot please. Nervous means gementar kan. There are a lot of words to show how nervous is. Agitated, jumpy, skittish, tense, nervous, strained, overwrought, fidgety, trembling, twitchy. Semua ini ada keadaan-keadaannya. Kalau awak rasa macam malas nak menghafal membabi buta, apa kata kalau awak cari dalam kamus, jangan gunakan Google Translate daripada Google, no. Awak gunakan kamus daripada internet, dictionary.com contohnya, Merriam-Webster ataupun Oxford Advanced Learner Dictionary ataupun Cambridge Dictionary. Awak cari ke situ, type perkataan-perkataan ini, awak pilih lah, mana perkataan sedap mungkin nail biting, menggigit kuku. Kan kalau orang macam nervous kan gigit kuku. Macam takut, menang kalah, gigit kuku kan. Gunakan ayat tu, awak cari dalam kamus, dapat ayat tu selalu dalam kamus ada ayat contoh. Google Translate ada ayat contoh. So, salinan kamus online, selalunya dia akan bagi ayat contoh. Ayat contoh tu awak salin lah semula dalam awak punya buku nota ataupun dalam awak punya Twitter ke IG ke. IG, Okay, that will be helpful for you. Next. Okay, this one, this is the last part. What is cohesive device? See, what is cohesive devices? Cohesive devices are words that connecting words. Ini senang cerita adalah macam penanda wacana ataupun ayat yang menggabungkan ayat-ayat lain. Sebab dalam bahasa Inggeris, awak tak nak memulakan ayat macam saya suka dia, saya sayang dia, saya rindu dia, saya benci dia. Awak nak gunakan ayat dia, saya dia sampai macam habis, macam ayat macam awak tingkatan 1. Macam ayat semasa awak di darjah 1. So what you can do is you enrich your words with this. Okay. Senang cerita, saya tengah membantu awak dengan cara tak payah nak baca buku banyak-banyak. Ini caranya. Ini antara shortcut yang awak boleh buat. Selain daripada awak gunakan besides, after that. To add more points, you can use the word like in addition, moreover, furthermore, besides, likewise. Untuk connectors ni, ataupun untuk cohesive device ni, saya sarankan untuk awak menghafal sekurang-kurangnya 4 ataupun 5. Ya, sebab dalam karangan takkan awak nak gunakan ayat yang sama berulang-ulang. In addition, moreover, in addition, moreover, in addition, moreover, 4 cerah. Nampak sangat awak ni kekurangan idea ataupun nampak sangat awak ni tak banyak membaca. Bila awak banyak membaca, when you have a lot of words to use, then it will show, you know, in your essay. Throughout your essay, people can see, okay, the students are very excellent in using its cohesive devices. However, nevertheless, on the contrary, on the other hand, despite, in contrast, this is to show contrast. Okay, the one, just choose 4 or 5 Kalau 4-5 tu macam banyak sangat, pilihlah 3 atau 4 untuk awak hafal maksud dia apa. However, walau bagaimanapun, nevertheless, maksudnya walau bagaimanapun, in contrast bersama sebagai perbezaannya. To explain, okay, normally we have this, for example, okay, for instance, sebagai contohnya, koma, for instance, koma, a case in point is, ini contoh, this is some of the correction devices that you can use. 3 functions, okay, to add more points, to show contrast, and to explain. How about this one? To show cause and effect, untuk menunjukkan punca dan kesan. Therefore, thus, hence, consequently, subsequently, as a result. Okay, ini contohnya untuk menunjukkan bukti-bukti, untuk menunjukkan tentang penanda wacana yang menggambarkan tentang punca dan kesan. Okay, therefore, action must be taken. Thus, all problem will be solved. Hence, we can see that many people are angry. Okay, to conclude, to conclude means untuk merangkumkan. In conclusion, this one is normally used by the end of your last paragraph. Okay, in conclusion, normally it is used in the last paragraph. In conclusion, in summary, to summarize, in short, to wrap up everything, to take everything into account. Selalunya yang selalu pelajar pakai adalah in conclusion. Tapi setengah-setengah pelajar kan disebutkan kelainan. In summary, boleh? Sebagai kesimpulannya, sebagai konklusinya, untuk sebagai ringkasan, secara tuntasnya, pendek kata, macam tu. Okay, good. Now, we move to this one, to show conditional. For example, to show conditional means if one not working, another one will work. For example, if I don't go to your house, please come to my house. If. Okay. Please submit your homework, otherwise I give you 0 mark. Tolong hantar ke jawab, kalau tak saya bagi markah kosong. I don't do that unless you give me money. Saya takkan buat benda tu kalau bagi saya duit, unless, even if. No matter what even if I go to his house, he will never forgive me. Walaupun saya akan pergi ke rumah dia, takkan maafkan saya. Okay, I will do that provided that he will do that homework provided that he is given the laptop. Dia akan buat kerja itu sekiranya diberikan laptop itu. He will come to your house only if she is also there. Dia hanya akan datang ke rumah awak kalau lah perempuan itu pun bersama-sama juga. Contoh. Okay. To show sequence. To show sequence ni paling simple lah. Firstly, this one is normally used in tutorial or recipe. First, you use this. Second, this. Third, this. Sometimes we use firstly, the problem is this. Secondly, we can do this. Kalau nak gunakan ayat berbeza macam contohnya, initially. Initially maksudnya sebagai permulaannya. Initially, I was there. And then normally, initially ni antara ayat bagus lah, initially. Initially, I was there, but he came after that. Initially. Okay, next. After that, before that, finally. I think this one you know the sequence. Sequence means urutan. So you know how to use the words, only then you can make full list of the sentence given to you. Okay, good. Any questions so far? Oh my god. Okay, 4:49 already. Any questions so far, students? Do you have any question you want to ask? Can I have question?
Connectors ni sangat-sangat penting. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Dengar tak?
Dengar.
Nah, I'm just saying that nak ingatkan pelajar, connectors ni sangat-sangat penting lah dalam apa kita punya writing kan, especially sebab especially dia masuk bahagian organisation, betul tak?
Betul. Organisation adalah bahagian mencari tak ayat ni, cari.
Ya, banyak sangat connectors. Dan banyak bahagian speaking pun. Nah, jadi pelajar pasailah penggunaan connectors semua sebab sangat berpenting dalam ni lah writing dan juga thank you sir.
Yes. Kadang ni apa yang sama ada dalam exam menulis ataupun exam bertutur ataupun guru, dia nak lihat pelajar gunakan perkataan ini. Tapi kalau gunakan perkataan after that, pacarah, bisai, pacarah, nampak sangat awak kekurangan perkataan itu. Sedangkan kalau gunakan perkataan yang pelbagai ini, berbeza ini, punya language akan meningkat, awak punya organisation pun akan meningkat. Sebab kami, pemeriksa benda ni. Sebab tu saya cakap an example, for the examples ada as. No. For example, hanya ini saja.
Mr. Mr. Yazid has internet connection issue. He suddenly got kicked out from the meeting. Okay, so what he is trying to say just now is you have to remember yang dikabur dalam ni kan. Even though like he is explaining here di sana, but look at the notes that he has prepared and look at what sekejap nampak tak? Okay, look at what he has said to us. I'm still waiting for him to come in. Let's look at what he has said to us in using this grammar and vocabulary phrases in your essay and also in your speaking test. Kita lepas buka sekolah ni kita akan ada speaking test. So these are the things that we want to consider. Even though like you are still struggling to understand some of the part, ada yang you rasa macam agak tidak faham, but when you go through the slides again or when you get the slides, insyaAllah when you see, you akan nampak apa yang dia cuba sampaikan. And what important here is from what he has said, you have to make sure that you do the practice. You have to write and you have to read more. Okay, saya cuba dapatkan Mr. Yazid masuk semula.
Okay. Teacher pun nak tambah sikit macam vocab tadi. Tolong yang bila kamu pun mungkin dah ada screenshot, teacher pun dah share juga sikit tadi. Jadi gunakan semua vocab yang ada tu, kalau nak guna semua pun boleh sebagai praktis. Maksudnya bila awak guna perkataan exuberant ataupun happy tu dah biasa sangat kan. Jadi kita guna something excited. Macam mana nak buat ayat menggunakan excited? Macam tu. Belajar dari sekarang. Awak tengok vocab-vocab yang ada tu, awak mungkin boleh pilih 2-3 ke. Bahagian happy, awak pilih 2-3 vocab yang awak suka. And then awak buat ayat. Lepas tu, sama juga yang sad, ada beberapa perkataan yang awak nak ambil, awak pun buat ayat. Lepas tu tunjuklah kat teacher, betul ke tak betul kan penggunaan tu. Sebab bahasa Inggeris ni, dia sangat tepat, faham tak? Kalau sedih tu bukan setakat sedih, kecewa ke, rasa apa lagi putus asa ke, maksudnya tapi bukan kalau saya rasa putus asa kerana maksudnya gitu. Guna perkataan putus asa sebab kucing mati, salahlah penggunaan ayat tu, vocab tu dalam ayat kamu. Satu lagi teacher nak katakan, sometimes kita nak tulis ayat ni panjang-panjang is a problem. Kita macam mungkin tak mahir nak buat ayat panjang. So awak buat ayat simple, it's fine. Tapi satu kelebihan awak ialah bila awak boleh biasa gunakan vocab tu yang tinggi sikit contohnya. Walaupun dah ayat simple tapi guna vocab yang bagus. So kat situ dah ada sikit kelebihan lah kan, walaupun ayat simple. At least kita ada vocab yang bagus, betul tak? Boleh cover lah juga. Sebab kalau buat ayat panjang pun salah grammar tak guna juga. But at least boleh cover dengan vocab. Okay? That's Teacher Atika?
Betul tu Teacher Ijam. I really agree with what you have said and itu yang kita nak. Tapi memulakan dengan praktis, you kena cuba buat lah. Cuba macam mana? Baca, tulis, record, whatever that you have said. So yeah, and we have back Mr. Yazid. Let's continue. Okay, thank you so much Kak Ija for covering.
Alright.
Okay. Alright, sir.
Sorry, internet connection today is quite worse. I don't know, maybe because of the weather, but let me share you the last screen before I leave.
How well your internet connection is when it comes to the weather, they will disrupt everything. Yeah, it happened to me yesterday. Okay. Oh, nice. You can see here.
Okay, good.
I love how colorful it is. I mean, comel sangat you punya slide ni.
Kan, I got it from the internet. So, sebab tu saya beritahu dekat Pak. Sorry sebab tadi saya nak sambung daripada Teacher Ija. Thank you Teacher Ija for covering me while my internet connection was not available. Okay, So that's why sebenarnya pelajar ingatkan sebenarnya bila macam grammar ni tak penting. Sebab grammar ni macam apa ni baca grammar tu tak penting pun. I have met students saying that grammar is important. They need to only learn literature. They need only to learn writing only. When in fact grammar is actually the core, the essential of the language itself. Because if you don't know how to string your sentence, if you don't know how to build a sentence, you are not going anywhere. Because the recipe of good sentence or good language, good communication in English, you need to know how to string, how to build, how to combine words in order to become sentence, become meaningful words. So that's why kalau contoh macam function untuk connectors ni, memang kami pemeriksa, saya pun menanda kertas kami mencari ayat-ayat ini. Yang saya tunjuk ni, saya saja share ataupun bocorkan rahsia untuk awak sebab kami memang mencari ayat-ayat ini. In addition ke, moreover ke, furthermore. Nak tengok budak ni sebenarnya hok guna ayat yang sampah cerah ke ataupun dia ada ayat-ayat mantap yang lain dia boleh pakai. Sambil-sambil tu adakah ayat-ayat dalam karangan, ayat-ayat biasa ataupun ayat-ayat mantap ataupun ayat-ayat yang very, bukan kita panggil bombastik, tapi ayat-ayat impresif. Saya gunakan tadi macam kawan awak gunakan perkataan beautiful. Awak gunakan ayat radiant, gorgeous, marvelous, amazing, stunning. Awak punya vocab dah berbeza dengan kawan-kawan awak ataupun dengan adik-adik junior. Because normally beautiful is bukanlah abang-abang kakak tingkat 5 dengan kamu macam adik form 1. So kita perlukan perbezaan perkataan ataupun vocabulary yang digunakan oleh pelajar tingkatan 5. Because in form 5 you need to reach at least the level of B1 or B2 level of CFR SPM standard. Any more question? I hope you are benefited from this fruitful session. Saya berharap sangat awak semua mendapat manfaat daripada sesi yang bermakna inilah. Saya gunakan contoh ayatnya, you are benefited. You are benefited from me. Kalau ini ayat pasif je, kalau ayat aktif dia, I benefit you. Saya memberi manfaat kepada awak dan awak mendapat manfaat dari saya. From this fruitful session. The session saya boleh gunakan ayat good session ataupun amazing session. Tapi I want to show you how to use this colourful or maybe creative vocabulary. Fruitful. Fruitful maksudnya gembira ataupun menyenangkan ataupun sedap. Macam kita makan buah ke sedap. Macam itulah. Okay, thank you everyone and all the best for your future endeavour. So I pass this back to your teacher to take charge. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Yazid. Alhamdulillah, that was a very fruitful session. One thing that I'm not happy about is the internet connection. Like, it was so nice masa kita bersembang tadi, but you know, we plan.
Okay, good. So I hope, okay, students, please choose any words to show happiness other than happiness. Give me any word to show happiness then happy. The one that you still remember or the one that you have screenshot just now.
Okay, jom type.
Type.
Word to show happiness. Happy saya dah pakai. Saya tak nak happy. Saya nak perkataan lain. Saya pada happiness. I am happy. I am what? Word to show happiness.
Okay, let's see how it goes. I'm so happy. Tak ada pun, tak tarik pun. Kita type sini, type ke chat box ni.
Are you even there?
Are you even there? Hello human. I'm pleased. Okay.
Lelaki, cheerful. Saya rasa internet connection kot sebab lambat tadi. Ini macam terus masuk. Magnificent, very good.
Magnificent. Woo. I'm suka kata pleased tu juga. Sedap. Thrilled.
I am merry. I am pleased. I am so delighted. I am
glad. Sekali masuk macam Shopee punya order.
I am thrilled. Tu. I am satisfied. I am magnificent. This word kalau pakai, kalau satu hari lah kalau pergi sekolah, kalau teacher awak tanya kan, how do you feel today? I feel magnificent. Cikgu awak tercampak, okay?
Wow, letupnya. Dia macam ni, Mr. Yazid, betul tak? What you have told us just now, meskipun dia ayat simple sentence, I am happy, but we change a vocabulary there, a word there, it becomes something extraordinary. I am thrilled.
Betul. Katalah itu, kita nak cakap, itu je ayat yang awak hafal kan. Who cares? Awak hafal satu ayat, tapi satu ayat tu yang mantap. Orang lain tak hafal pun.
Yes.
I am in high spirit. Contohnya. I am sparky. Sebab, tapi dalam masa yang sama, saya nak awak faham tau. Maksud ayat ini berbeza-beza tau maksud.
Betul, tepat sekali.
Sparky tu maksud dia macam gemelapan bintang. Macam awak rasa awak dalam kalangan bintang. Bintang kan memang banyak di langit, tapi tak semua bintang bercahaya. Awak rasa awak bintang bercahaya tu. Because normally I will use this and with my friends lah, macam teacher Ika ni, I will use the words with her during courses kan. Macam, how do you feel today? I feel spectacular. Macam tu. I feel amazing.
Betul.
One word yang sangat menembak dan menusuk di hati. Kan?
The one that I remember about you always use I'm spectacular with the gestures. That's what people remember you for, isn't it? Something that is unusual.
Okay,
in a
one
good
word.
way.
Okay, tadi dia gunakan yang happy kan. How about another one? You feel feel sad. Another category, feel sad pula, sad. Another word to show sadness. Perkataan lain untuk menggambarkan sad or sorrow. Sorrow tak boleh pakai, sad tak boleh pakai. Sad.
Itu pakai.
Dia
emoticon.
Emoji tak diterima. Sadness. Word to show sadness. Word to show sorrow.
Okay. Sparky, I saw that. Overjoyed. Lost. Ooh.
Yeah.
Lia. Masya Allah. Lost bukan saja maksud hilang. Like, you sedih. Dia banyak.
I feel lost.
Sama dengan Kak Jah, betul.
Oh my goodness.
Happiness.
Okay, yang down tu see you tu. Down, sampai see you. Down ni benda biasa. Macam, I feel down today. Down tu benda-benda biasa lah. Oh, I feel morbid. Kau? Yes, morbid bagus.
Morbid is extreme sadness tau. Or dejected.
Morbid tu dia lebih dahsyat daripada depressed.
Miserable. Blue. Yes. Blue.
Yes. Penggunaan betul. I feel regret. I feel remorseful. I feel dejected. I feel alone. Alone tu macam nak menggambarkan awak. Glum. Yes. Gloom. Double O. Bukan gloom. I feel bubbly tu ceria. Anis Fitriah. Bubbly tu ceria. I feel left out.
Anis baru masuk ni.
Yes.
Anis, kita dah pergi.
For that. Yes. Bubbly kan morbid tu untuk menggambarkan tentang sekitar kematian, sekitar sakaratul maut. Morbid tu. Contohnya macam sekarang kan, the environment is very morbid because of many COVID-19 cases place. Morbid. Dia macam awak gunakan death, awak gunakan morbid, awak gunakan fatal, berkata. Bila perkataan-perkataan itu awak gunakan dalam satu tempat, dia punya suasana tu terus jadi macam suasana macam kematian ataupun suasana kegembiraan. We create this kind of atmosphere with our words. Perkataan berkait. Tragic, sunk. Tak kau nak gunakan yang sama macam adik-adik darjah 1 pada adik form 1. So korang kena pakai perkataan-perkataan yang menggambarkan, perkataan saja menggambarkan benda yang bagus lah. Saya ada cadangan untuk awak semua. Kalau awak rasa rajin, cuba awak baca satu sajak bertajuk. Saya type lah. Saya rasa teacher korang tahu ni.
Saya tak tahu.
Korang tahu. Sekejap saya type dah. Sajak tu adalah there's been a death in the opposite house. Ada kematian. Di rumah. Di rumah bertentangan.
Remember sangat.
I do remember. This is our
lama dah. Rindulah ngajar pun kan.
literature dulu. Allah Akbar.
Rindu di sekolah. Ya.
Saya minta korang, saya minta pelajar untuk cari poem ni sebab poem ni kan bercerita tentang kematian. Dan semua kematian
Dickinson.
pasal bukan bawa, pasal orang yang mengkapankan ke, orang yang masukkan dalam, semua gunakan vocab pasal kematian. Lepas tu saya suka, ini antara sajak yang saya suka lah, walaupun sajak tu sedikit gothic, means benda plan, benda tu sangat bagus. Teacher korang terus bagi link tu. Tengoklah.
Because the writer is Emily Dickinson and most of her poems circles around morbidity, death.
Yeah.
That's her theme. Yeah. I'm a big fan of her work. So memang kita her use of grievance in the words in her poem are really very well written. That's why it becomes classic, timeless poem to all time. Padahal dia dah lama dah ni.
People can remember. So that's why I say to you, kalau awak minat dengan perkataan itu, tolonglah hafal perkataan itu. Saya banyak menghafal perkataan yang saya suka, saya jumpa saya hafal, saya pakai. Berkali-kali saya pakai. Contoh macam spectacular. Saya jumpa kata saya tak ingat masa saya form 5 rasanya. Saya jumpa orang cakap, how do you feel today? I feel spectacular. Padahal macam kita dah biasa pakai kan, tapi benda kebiasaan bagi kita mungkin tak biasa bagi orang, dan benda tu menyebabkan orang nampak wow, hebat. So I hope my session with you just now was fruitful and then you are benefited with anything that we share lah. So I really hope that this give justice to all of you.
I love that. Thank you so much, Yazid, and thank you for the tip. Okay, with that is 5:10. Okay, any questions? Just open question to Sir Yazid. Ada soalan tak daripada pihak anda? So I'm going to share you my screen, a tab here. Can you see it? There's been a death in the opposite house by the numb look. You nampak tak?
Nampak.
Nampak
Nampak.
So these are the words yang saya cakap tadi. By the numb look. And then die. Yeah. So these are the words that she uses. And there's explanation on it and commentary. So take a look at it. Maybe you can learn something from it. Thank you, sir. Alhamdulillah, we would like to, on behalf of my school students, I would like to thank you. You have done it so well. It was very well executed, and we are very blessed. We are very happy to have you here. We're going to share the slides with you afterwards. And then, Madam Saliusa, is there any last words for the floor?
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Memang banyak and eye opening lah untuk student juga kan. Kadang-kadang kita teachers pun kita lupa juga nak ingatkan pelajar pasal all these vocab and things. Jadi bila buat session macam ni, it's a good
teachers Ija pun ada masalah, Madam Ija pun ada masalah internet juga. So yeah, that's something that we cannot help with, but itulah, that's a challenge kan. Yeah,
okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. I just want to say that thank you so much, Sir Yazid, on behalf of my students, and minta halal kita orang guna you punya slides later on, ya.
Sama juga saya.
Thank you.
Can we have let's turn on the camera as usual, the tradition. We are going to have a photo session. Jom semua orang. Mana boleh, tak ada dalam ni kejap. Ya Allah, bagusnya Kak Ja. Okay, everyone, can you turn on the camera? Okay, let's have a photo shoot. 1, 2, 3. Allah, bagusnya Kak Ja. Alright, thank you Yazid. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you in this short notice. We are also want to express our gratitude for helping our students, and all the best for you. That's the end of our session. I'll see you guys in the next session, inshallah. With that, we end our session with tasbih kifarah and suratul as. Baca sendiri. Amin ya rabbal alamin. So thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.
Thank you Shakira, Aisyah, Paralia, Ramai Zatul, Ahmad Louis.